Fucking pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. That was the biggest shit show in that last quarter. Fuck off, John Ralph. God damn. Absolutely. Damn. Absolutely goddamn. That was gross. That was fucking gross. Here's the fucking link. I am fucking livid. I am absolutely. I'm just going to get the. I'm fucking upset. I am so upset. No goals. No goals in that last quarter. Are you kidding? Are you fucking kidding? No goals. No goals in that last quarter. You're having a laugh. You are having a fucking laugh. Fucking laugh. No goals. They kicked 6 goals. 6 goals straight in that last. I think they kicked 7 goals straight. 7 goals fucking straight. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It is a lot. You know what? I called this. I called this from the start. This is typical Collingwood. This is typical Collingwood, right? We have all the possession. It looks pretty. We're hitting targets. We're kicking it in. We're kicking it in. But then we're only 8 points up. We're only 10 points up. We're only 7 points up. 4 points up, right? We don't put the teams to the sword every single time. How? When you're dominating. Dominate on the scoreboard. Don't just look pretty. Dominate on why? When you're up 3 goals, when you're up 3 fucking goals, why bomb it in long? So Wiedering can pick it off, right? So you can get your stats up, so you can get your super coach up, so you can get your disposals up. Why kick it long? Fucking hell. Fuck me. Don't get me started on the umpires. Look, the umpires were shit. The umpires have been shit all season, yeah? But that was pathetic. It was the umpires as well, but that was pathetic. That was a pathetic display from a Collingwood team that kicked 7 goals against Richmond in the last quarter last week. Kidding. You're having a laugh. You can't tease us like this, yeah? You can't tease us like this. You can't give us good weeks, yeah? You can't give us good weeks and then play good 90 minutes in front and then let Carlton walk all over us. They're shit. Carlton is shit. They won't make finals. This right here is their grand final, yeah? This right here is their grand final. They're going to be celebrating like Italy just won the Euros again. That's what we've given them. We've given them hope. We've given them fucking hope. How? Why? Yeah? Because we're pathetic. We didn't show any heart in that last quarter. Are you kidding me? Look, I am happy to run my mouth before this game. I'm happy to run my mouth before any sort of game, yeah? And I love the rivalry with Carlton, yeah? I love that they're sitting 13th or 14th or wherever the fuck they're sitting, right? Because this is it. This was round 18 to us, yeah? This is as good as Carlton are going to get. Like, where are they sitting now on the ladder? Where are they sitting on the ladder now? 13. They're not gonna make fucking finals because their percentage is shit. This is perfect for them. This is what they want. They wanted to knock off Collingwood because at least we beat Collingwood. We didn't make finals. We didn't make finals. Oh, but we got Sam Walsh. At least we beat Collingwood, yeah? That's their barometer. Beating Collingwood but not making finals is their fucking barometer. All right. Cav, you were talking shit on the other stream. I'm gonna get you on right now.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pathetic. It's fucking pathetic. Yeah.
Tell me, let's go. What's going on?
Pathetic. One good quarter of footy, and then the rest terrible. Rest
crazy.
Yep.
Absolutely fucking crazy, mate.
Yep.
No good, mate. No good. What? Let me compose myself. Whew. All right. I've said what I need to say. I'm composed. I'm good. Tell me. What's going on?
Well, it's just heartbreaking because, before the game, I did the ladder predictor, right? If we won all the games from now, we could have made finals. Well, no.
That's
now.
Look, that's finals will always be a pipe dream at the moment.
Yeah.
It's just I'd be this upset if we had done the same thing to Port Adelaide, if it was West Coast, if it was Brisbane, if it was fucking Essendon, I'd still be this upset because giving away 7 goals, and this is how the Richmond supporters would have felt last week. 7 goals in the last quarter is just shit house, and you don't want to see it. Who was your best on despite it all?
Probably Henry. Ollie Henry, to be honest. Probably.
Ollie Henry, 3 goals, yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh.
Side bottom had a fair crack, I feel like.
Yeah, but side bottom goes missing sometimes.
Yeah.
Side bottom really annoys me sometimes.
The umpires didn't help too. Like, did you see the Eddie Betts one? Drop them off.
Oh, God, did I see it? Hey! Get out of the fucking chat right now, you fucking dog. Get out of the chat. None of that fucking shit. If I see any of that racist fucking shit, you're fucking off. You fucking dog. None of that. You fucking asshole. You fucking cocksucker. Fuck you.
Was that?
No, it doesn't matter. Fucking dog. None of that fucking shit here. You asshole. You absolute asshole. Anonymous account. Message me. Message me with your real account on Facebook. Find me on Facebook. And then give me that racist shit. You dog. You fucking fuck.
I think they're my friends.
Doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck, mate. None of that fucking shit here.
Yeah, no, I take a lot of shit from them all day.
Fuck him. If they're gonna give you that, hey, Cav, if they're gonna give you that shit, they're not your fucking friends, yeah? Don't fucking hang around with them if they're gonna give you that shit. It's 2021, yeah? We don't want that shit here.
Yeah.
Fuck, that got me more upset than Collingwood did in that last quarter. We don't need that shit. We absolutely don't need that shit, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. No, they go for West Coast. They give me shit every day. But
fuck West Coast.
Yeah, fuck him. Yep.
All right, Cav, I'm gonna get someone else on. I can't think anymore. I am too rolled up. Cav, thank you so much for the support, man.
Thanks, mate.
We love you, man. Bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Hang on, I'll just post it again. There's the StreamYard. Guys, I need someone that's going to ease my mind a little bit. God, hang on. That rolled me up, man. None of this fucking rate. Come on, man. Even if you're fucking joking, don't give me that racist shit. Don't be a fucking dog, yeah? Oh, God. Magpies Inc., you're up, man. Sort me out. Oh, God. I am riled the fuck up, man.
Dude, I know. Dude, props for calling out racism, though. I'll give you that.
100%. Every single time. Every single fucking time.
Yeah, regardless of, I mean, I don't know the circumstance. I didn't see the chat because I'm in the waiting list.
Yeah.
But no, props for that, and I love your passion, mate. How are you?
Look, I'm all right.
He's up on the drinks.
I'm
He's
all right
up
now.
on the drinks, man.
I know.
Like,
I have
God.
to. Now that's look. Now that I've said what I needed to say at the start, I just let it. Sometimes when you lose, you just need to let it all out, and then you kind of feel better. That's me. But that race.
All right. Today was like this, and then just like.
Yeah, it was a real big drop off.
I feel like we played quite well for 3 quarters. But for 3 quarters, like it was like three. I know that you sort of said, like someone said previously, 1 good quarter. But I felt like it was 1 bad quarter and probably 2. Even the second quarter was pretty good, but just the last quarter was like our quarter against Richmond last week. Like it was just it was a complete flip flop. But I mean, we just got to take it with it.
We do, and I know that there's a lot of shout out greetings from Madrid. Look, I know that there's a lot of Carlton supporters on this chat now because, of course, and credit. Look, as much as you hate to say it, credit to them. 7 uncontested goals was good. For them,
I have to say, yeah, they were good. I mean, I have to say, I did get a bit of chills when they showed Silva only take the mark and him sort of in tears at the end and stuff.
Yeah, that was good.
Like,
that was nice.
We're all human, like we have a great rivalry. It's all square.
Yeah.
I mean, after 124 years, something like that. 260 games. We're at 128 and 4, and that's insane. I mean, I know that because we've talked about it in chat and stuff. But after giving credit to Carlton, win today, but just the history of the battle is insane. Like it's really hard to kind of grasp that history because we're not there. Like there's an empty MCG today, and but for me as a kid, Carlton was that kind of team that we never bet. We could never beat. Growing up through the 90s, like full on in footy, we never beat Carlton in the 90s, and it's only been the last sort of 15 years since 2000.
We've won the last 5, and Carlton were. Like the thing is, you can't win every game, And the thing is, as much as we weren't going to win the next 10 years versus Carlton, and it was just I don't know. Like I was pretty confident going in, but before the start of the game, I could kind of feel it building up, and you're like, God, they might. And I was talking to Pom and I was talking to Terry and stuff, and I was like, you kind of might get us, but I didn't think that it'd be how it ended. How it ended wasn't how I scripted it in my head.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it would be closer than that.
Yeah, it's weird because I felt like we played well for longer today than we have for a lot of games. But it was our worst loss of the year, or one of our worst losses margin-wise, because we did fall off pretty, intensely at the end. But yeah, it's disappointing. I mean, it's not life-shattering because the season we've had, So we can swallow defeats as any bottom 4 side at the moment can. But it is, it's disappointing because we were 23 points up or something like that in the first half, and again, you've said it. We get to that 20. We get to that four goals, and I'm gonna
every single time.
Don't put teams to the sword, and you've said it.
No, every fucking single time.
You've
Yeah.
said it every week, and I agree with you. I fully agree with you. We don't. We kind of get to
We
that
we are
point.
we are not that team where we look. There's two types of teams, yeah. And you can kind of Richmond might be
Yeah.
the other team, but we're that team where we get
You're
4 or
frozen. I
5
don't know if
goals
it's
up, and we just ease. We take the foot off the gas. Then you have other teams that get 4 or 5 goals up, but then they get 7 or 8 goals up. You know what I mean? We're not that
yeah.
team yet, and we haven't been. Like even in 2018, we were never that team, and we still made the grand final. But we were never that team to put teams to the sword. And you don't. That's not what you want. You know, that's not what you want.
Yeah. And another thing is, like, Ollie Henry kicked 3 goals. We know that. Like, what an amazing first half. But again, no backup. Like why should we have a, you know, he's a great player, but someone who's never kicked a goal kicks a third of our goals today. Like, why can't we have him kick his 3, Billy kick his 3, you know, Check kick his 3? It just doesn't happen. It doesn't. That's my biggest gripe of Collingwood at the moment. Like, we have Degoe, we have Billy, we have Checkers, we have, you know, we have Darcy Cameron. They're all 5 goal. They can all kick 5 goals a game. They've all got that ability, but no one ever steps up. Or when they do, it's just one person does it. It's like we don't ever have multiples.
It's not really a team thing. It's just someone just standing up.
And today, Ollie just comes out of nowhere, kicks 3. We're looking good, but then, you know, obviously, you know, Carlton pick up on that and whatever. But yeah, it's a shame that we can't. We'll get there though. Like, you know,
we will. 100%.
We're just in that working out phase as any shit side. Because to be fair, we're playing like shit. You know, we can win a game, but we're not able to do it.
And look, that's always going to happen when you have a caretaker coach. You know, next year.
And I love Rob, and I'm actually not. I wouldn't be opposed to him being the coach. If we've seen some good footy, you know, in regardless of win loss. I'm not someone, and you know this, that believes it's the coach necessarily. Like, it's a bigger picture than that, and swapping the coach might make a sort of foundation sort of change, but it will take years to implement. Like, you know, 100%. that kind of you know, see the change. But I'm not opposed. I know that, you know, the talk is he's been under Bucks for all this time, and he's not doing anything different. For fuck's sake, he's had 4 games. Like, he hasn't had any time to show anything. He hasn't had any time to break the mold. So, you know, I actually think it's a bit unfair whether, you know, if we lost every game for that, like, who knows? Someone else might get him, and he'll be a great coach for them. Who knows? Like, we don't know. But if he can prove his worth in the long run, that's probably not the right word, but in the next 5 games or whatever, I wouldn't be opposed to him getting the job. Like, to be honest, today was shit, but it wasn't the end of the world, because not every week is going to go your way.
Exactly right.
You know, you can be Richmond, you can be the Premiers of 3 of the last 4 years, and you can be, you know, shit for, let's be honest, shit for 6 weeks and 3 quarters, and all of a sudden they win a game, they sneeze, and they're premiership favourites again. That probably will be next week. They win next week, they'll probably be premiership favourites. Like, it's pretty fickle, but, you know, it's
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I just think, you know, deep breath. Yeah,
100%.
We lost the rivals. It was shit. You know, there's no denying that. But
no, man,
you know, I wanted to check in to make sure you're okay, because I was like, dude, you just.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm good now. No, I needed you on to cool my head a little bit.
It's Louis. I saw Louis come on. I don't know. It's really hard to keep up with the chat while it's actually happening.
Yeah,
and it's really hard to, like, I was kind of jumping in and out of the live stream, but it was about a minute or two delayed of the game for me.
Yeah,
So I was coming in at quarter time and just listening to commentary and half time and stuff. But yeah, I was feeling for you, mate.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on, and you've really calmed me down, and I appreciate you so much, mate. I'll jump into your DM soon and have a chat.
All right, cool.
Definitely. Thanks, man. Love you. See ya.
You too.
Shawnee, getting you on, brother. See you, mate.
Bye.
Hey.
Hang on.
I'm still there.
All right, hang on. All right, Sean, how you going, mate?
Yeah. I want to say I'm all right, but yeah, that was a tough pill to swallow for sure. Yeah. Just also noticed a couple of our main guys was definitely a bit off today. Pendles, I think mostly because there was a couple of kicks. Because normally he's the guy that's around the half forward area to kick it into sort of that forward line play leading up. And just kicking there was even I think it was in the second quarter where he just hit someone. He hit a Carlton player on the chest. And just thought that was just really out of character for him because he normally he's one of our smartest ball users. I feel anyway, and yeah, it was obviously it was a very off game, and I mean when you have a list that's very young and very, I guess, raw, you're going to have that. I mean, obviously Pendlebury isn't in that category, but I mean, it might it's definitely a season to where we're kind of leaving it in terms of established players, we're leaving it to too few to take over. Because even as you're saying, putting players to the sword, that's definitely something that we just don't really have at the moment. And even though we did it around a premiership year in 2010, I definitely remember, Maxwell playing and he was bombing into the forward line and stuff. And then we would just have that killer sort of switch sort of thing. And yeah, but I mean, I don't really think that we're that far off from having that, and that is going to take time. It's just that right now, obviously, it's a short-term pain for long-term gain sort of thing. So
I hope so, mate. I hope so, Shawnee.
Yeah, but yeah, but yeah, no. So just thought that it was a fairly off game. I have looked at the road ahead, at least the next few games. We've got some tough teams, but. I think it also, because I'm pretty sure that was the game I think mathematically we can't make the finals now. Not that I was expecting it.
Yeah.
But maybe it could just be a thing where we just throw. What's it not obviously in the sense of just exploit everything and start again, but just I don't know, be a bit more, experiment a bit more, I guess, and because I think especially this season, I mean, minus the last few weeks, we've been. Running the ball up and down the ground and playing that aggressive football, maybe actually playing with the idea of, okay, let's just go too aggressive and if we make mistakes, it doesn't matter because we're not making final sort of things.
No, I know what you're saying. I think that definitely needs to happen. Just play the kids now. Get 4 or 5 weeks into the kids. If for example, Chris Main isn't going to be there next year. If Jack Madgen is or Josh Thomas or whoever the fuck it is. Start playing the kids. But Shawnee, thank you so much for coming on, brother.
Yep,
always appreciate you, man. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you, mate. Yeah, bye. All right, I'm gonna get Lachlan on. 1 sec, brother. All right. I'm gonna get Mitch Ryan on next, man. Lockie, how you going, man?
Luke, all right, mate. Not too bad.
Yeah. Tell me, you were messaging me during the second quarter.
Yeah, mate. I was impressed. I was really happy.
Yeah. So was I, man.
We were taking the game on. We were using the corridor. It was a different brand of footy to what we've seen. At least it was a little bit more consistent than what we've expected. But in my opinion, Robert Harvey's not going to be the coach next year.
No. I can literally guarantee you that Harvey won't be the coach next year. But I can see what Magpies Inc. was saying. And Robert Harvey has brought a lot to us that Buckley hasn't, but he's been there 10 years. I think that
the thing with Robert Harvey is Graham Wright's been pretty upfront with him, and he made a comment a while ago in his press conference. I think it was about 2 weeks ago. He said that that Graham's been really upfront with him, and I think it's just a matter of playing kids. And for me, the way I look at games at the moment is if one kid has a breakout game, it's worth it. So today 100%. I look at Ollie Henry. He's struggled in the ones, and today he came out. And a couple of weeks ago, I watched him in the VFL. He took something like 11 contested grabs, and I was like, "Geez, if we can see this at senior level, like we've got a player." And today, I think he really turned it on, and he showed up. But mate, just the use off halfback killed us today. Like it really killed us.
And that's not that's something that doesn't usually happen. We're really good off halfback. You know, you got Quaynor, Noble, Crisp as well when he's there, Maynard. We're usually pretty good, and just today they just, especially in that last quarter, they just ate us up. Whatever they made a 1% error into an 80% sort of error. They just capitalized on everything we were doing wrong, whereas other teams wouldn't be.
I think a couple of the younger guys cracked a little bit. I think the only bloke that was really consistent with his ball use was probably Rusco, who impressed me today. Yep. I thought he was fantastic, to be honest. I think he had a really good game. There were a couple contests where he put his head over the footy. I was happy with him. But, you know, like, I thought Quaynor today was going to be his day. And it was the exact opposite. Today was not his day. It just seemed like he couldn't get anything to roll for him. But, you know, these young guys, I say it to you, Luke, pretty often, the more games we get into these kids, the more experience they get, the better off we're going to be in the long run. Like, if we can just play out the rest of this year, give these guys a go, get a new coach in and reload, who knows what can happen next year, mate.
No, 100%. And that's the thing at the moment. We know we're not making finals for the last couple of weeks. Without Bo, it kind of sucks because you want to get as much games into him. Caleb Poulter, good. You bring in, like Joshua Hargreaves just said, Thomas out, Ginnivan in is just the swap that you would think as any sort of coach would do that. You don't want to make too many wholesale changes because you still want to kind of win games. But
absolutely.
Like you said, Ollie Henry with a breakout 3-goal performance and a loss. I can take a loss. Now I can take a loss if we see the kids coming through, like you said, and fucking Henry with 3 clunking marks. You absolutely love to see it.
Oh, mate. And I was going to say, just before we go, people were saying to me before that Bucks, you know, beat Carlton in round 2, blah, blah, blah. You know, we're missing Darcy Moore. We're missing Josh Dacos. Just those 2 names alone, mate. That kills you, especially a team that's inexperienced.
Jeremy Howe played round 2 as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, you know, Jordan Roughhead today, a lot of people said Mackay would chop him up. And I think if he had a little bit of support, Mackay wouldn't have got a touch today. You know, like Roughhead was all over him.
And he fucking didn't until 4 goals in the last quarter is just absurd. Like, it doesn't really happen.
That's what I mean, mate. Like, we got the foundations there. I think just a couple small things. You know, that new coach, you know, a couple guys just maturing, that extra 10, 20 games, and we're on, mate.
Yeah, 100%. Lockie, thank you so much for coming on. I love you. You know that. And I'll be chatting to you soon, brother.
All right. Love you, mate.
See you, mate.
Chat to you. Bye.
See you. Bye. All right, I'm going to get Mitch Ryan on now because everyone's screaming for him. Mitchie.
Luke. Oh.
Fucking talk to me, mate.
Oh, just watching that game, I was wrapped with our start. Like, I was loving it. We were moving the ball like the best I've ever seen, I reckon, the whole year. Yeah. Like, I think it was that one play, I think Maynard kicked out wide to Elliott, and it was almost about a 2 or 3 kick goal. Just some of our plays through the middle were just, it was good. Unbelievable. But then just something happened. I don't know what happened. Oh, it was terrible. Terrible.
It was kind of like we just spent ourselves, and that doesn't usually happen. In the last 4 weeks, we would excel in that last quarter, and it was kind of like how I saw it was we were kind of trying so hard in the first 3 quarters to kind of not need that last quarter where we kicked 5 to 7 goals, but it didn't pay off in the end, you know.
Yeah, it's just our inside 50s. They're terrible.
Oh, my God. Don't get me fucking
It is so bad. And it's been so bad for the last 2 years as well.
Yeah,
like
100%.
It's terrible. Like, something needs to change. I don't know whether it's I thought maybe Darcy Cameron, like, especially in that Melbourne game, I thought he may be the answer. He may open things up because we'll have that big target we can go to. He'll either clunk the mark or bring it to ground, and we'll have, Thomas at his feet and Elliott at his feet just snapping goals. But I don't know, it's just terrible. I think we're like 38% efficiency inside 50 compared to Carlton's 58% or something.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's terrible. But we were good. We're good sometimes on the lead, like hitting up Elliott and Myercheck.
Yeah.
But then other times, it's just so bad. Just we kick it in and Liam Jones just intercept marks. And we can't even bring the ball to ground. That's what was frustrating me so much. The ball was going in there. We had no one flying in the air, and they were just marking it. Like, not even having our small forwards weren't even having the opportunity to, like, kick goals from the ground.
And that's funny. Funny you should bring that up, because I was talking to Pom, I think it was maybe at half-time, and I was talking about the difference between inside 50s. We would bomb it inside 50, and Carlton would pick off the mark. It'll be Wiedering or whoever the fuck it was, mark and outside. Carlton's inside 50s, even though they weren't taking marks in that first half, it was always a 50-50 ball. We weren't having clean marks. They were bringing it to ground. They were either causing a turnover or we would work our asses off to get it out. So their inside 50s were better positioned to score goals, whereas our ones were just shit, no options. Instead of chipping it around, let's just kick along and pretend that fucking Mason Cox is there to try and get the mark. And it does, like you said, Wiedering was flying solo for most of the game when we're getting it inside 50, and it just doesn't work out. It clearly doesn't work out,
Yeah, no, it's poor. And also, I feel like we just have such a bad balance. Sometimes we do so much stupid little dinky handballs and we turn it over, when sometimes we just need to kick the ball and clear it. Sometimes we just do, like, I think it was even in the last quarter, it may have been Pendles or someone, and with Quainer, and they were handballing it around on our half-back flank, and it led to a goal for Carlton. And then sometimes, it's just better to kick it long down the line and see if we can create something for that. Area. And then sometimes when we have time, like, we just kick it long, and then it'll be Liam Jones or Wiedering there. It doesn't make sense. And, like, it's happened for 2 years, and it just frustrates me how the coaches are not picking up on it. I mean, they might be, but they're not doing anything about it. It's just so frustrating.
Yeah. And that's like I've been saying, that is the that's the crux of it, isn't it? We know what, if we can see it, I guarantee you the coaches can see it. And it just all comes down to game plan. Harvey has literally the exact same game plan that Buckley does, and he's just trying to go forward a little bit more and trying to handball a little bit more and stuff like that. And we love that. We love that. But that Quaynor, he got tackled by Jack Martin maybe in the third.
Oh, it's when he took him on.
Yeah, when he took him on. Yeah. Just kick it. Just clear it.
We had options in the middle as well. Yeah. We had options in the middle as well. It's just like he had time. We all love to see, we would be saying, we'd be loving him if he got around him there. We'd be saying, 100%. Like, best moment of the game. But it was stupid. It was just stupid. Yeah. Like, there's no point in doing it. But I reckon one positive to take out of today was Trey Rusko on the back line. Like,
oh, my God.
So good.
I have been such a naysayer. Oh, look, at the start when he was kicking goals in last year, I was really on board with him, that excitement machine. But what he's produced when he had played games earlier this year, I wasn't too excited for him. I thought this might be his last year. But since last week, coming off that half-back line, he is great. He puts it, like Rockland said, head over the ball. What that means is he can go there. Maynard pushes up. Noble pushes up, which is what we saw. Isaac gets a little bit of run. And Rusko is a good or a decent one-on-one defender where Quaynor isn't and Johnny isn't. So when they push up, we have that guy there that can kind of help us.
Yeah, he's so versatile as well. He's 193 centimetres. So, like, even if we're playing a West Coast Eagles, he could take a Darling or someone like that if we needed him to. But his kicking today was so good. Like, he got the ball so many times. Like, we wanted it in his hands, and he did some elite, like, field kicking. Like, I was surprised last week. I was surprised, pleasantly surprised. But, yeah, he was exceptional.
Yeah, 100%. Man, Mitchie, thanks for coming on, brother. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on.
No worries. I'll talk to you soon. See you, mate. Bye. All right, we're going to get Danny on the line. I've got another 8 people just waiting, so we'll make him nice and quick. So Danny, we're jumping you on, brother. How you going, mate?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. How you feeling, bud?
Fucking tilted, if I'm honest.
Yeah, hey, be honest, man. That's what it's here for.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You know, you wait all week just to see him play, and you get hyped, and they give you a solid start to the first quarter, and then you hope it doesn't go down here. But next thing you know, fourth quarter, we don't kick any goals. It's just not it.
You're exactly right, man. We build up all week, and those first 3 quarters, you're going, amazing. It was not amazing. It was good, but then to get 7 goals in a row kicked on you, and then no goals in the last quarter, it's it's absolutely.
I mean, the kicking. It's just the kicking inside 50. Billy's great with the run up. He's leading onto the ball inside 50 as much as he can, but obviously up against sort of a Liam Jones, much taller than him. He's not much he can do. I mean, I reckon my check. He needs to sort of lead up a bit more. Some of the forwards just need to lead up because we're just kicking it inside 50 and just no one there. Sort of the defenders are just sort of floating around, just picking out kicks inside 50.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was talking to Mitchy just before. That's something that we just haven't been able to do for the last 3 years. It's just I don't know what look, I understand the go long if there's no other option, but your go long kick should be top of the goal square where it either gets punched through for a point, so at least you're scoring, or you're starting from the 0 yard line. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, it should always, if you can't hit someone, if you can't hit a target, you got to hit it to a one-on-one. That way, you give your sort of forwards a chance to bring it down, or it's just the challenge just brings it down. Otherwise, if you just kick to a floating defender, and then Carlton off the back line just sprint, and then all our back line is sort of pushed up forward. So by the time it switches, it's just too late.
Yeah, 100%, man. I just want to make mention this quickly. Tyler Sunshine says, Luke, you're a flog. Just quickly, Tyler, that's the wrong "you're." So I know you're a Carlton supporter because you can't fucking spell straight away. Imagine chatting shit about Tez online and it coming back to bit you fuckidging flog. Mate, I think you need to go back to English class because you obviously can't spell. So I'm not even going to take it. I'm not even going to take offense to that because you can't spell. Yeah, it's 1-1. We beat you round 2. You beat us now. You're not going to make finals. Yeah, so bit you. Yeah, bit you. Get off the chat, brother. Get off the chat, brother. God damn. God damn, mate.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
Far out.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, you're right, man. It's just look, it's look, you see me get fired up. It sucks to see. But look, oh god.
Watch us win next week. This is typical Collingwood. We lose to someone like Carlton, and then next week we fucking destroy West Coast somehow.
100%. That is typical Collingwood. Danny, thank you so much for joining me, my brother. Love you, man. Peace and love, and I'll chat to you soon, brother. See you, man. Bye. All right. On the stream, I'm gonna get my boy. Hang on. Before you get on, Pommy. It's Luke, and you still spell "you're" wrong. You still spell "you're" wrong, Tyler. Please take advanced English, please, for humanity. For humanity's sake, please learn to spell,
Tyler,
brother.
reach out to my DMs. I invented the language, so I'll try and help you out, my bro.
How you go, mate?
Mate, firstly, I just wanted to say a big shout out to you and your fan base. I mean, you took over the Carlton chat for 3 quarters. So, we did. Shout out to you. Do you know what I mean? Great effort. And I just wanted to say, here, look, I've got this Collingwood Guernsey. My mate told me to keep it. And honestly, I'll look after this. Do you know what I mean? Because I want you to say that the AFL doesn't exist with our 2 great clubs. And although there's a lot of hatred, there's a lot of hatred between us, and me and Luke are trying to bring it back.
Yeah.
Remember it in this way, that this isn't Rangers Celtic where it's based in religion and serious shit. This is built in your geography. So, be friendly at the end of the day. I'm glad we won, but I'm going to be honest. Honestly, hats off to you guys. Do you know what I mean? You guys are superstars, and honestly, fucking unlucky. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Luke is a great man, because tell you what, Essendon fans have refused to come online with me. Richmond fans have refused. Swoop was all up for it. So, to me, you've got a great guy representing you. And yeah, we won. And I'm super stoked. And I've given it large on my channel. But I respect your club. Because without you, there wouldn't be any passion in this football club, because we are the AFL.
Yeah. And you're exactly right. I think I talked to Terry about this. I don't know if it was this year or it might have been last year. This rivalry, Carlton Collingwood, is very much 70s, 80s, early 90s. And if you ask the Collingwood supporter who's your biggest rival, it's like, oh, West Coast, oh, Richmond. No. It will always be Carlton, and it'll always be Collingwood. We're like those exes that always, when there's no one left, we're always back together. We know that it's toxic, but we're always back together. You know what I mean? And look, what we're doing, we give each other fucking shit for a week, yeah? And I love it. I love running my mouth because I don't do it with anyone else. And you guys don't do it with anyone else. We're the only ones to show balls, yeah? Because when you go up against someone, you have to put your balls. I've had people in my DMs going, "Oh, you shouldn't be saying this. You should. What if we lose? What if we lose?" If you live your life like you're always going to lose, you're never going to win, and the win isn't going to be so sweet. And you ran your mouth, yeah. You put bets on. You ran your fucking mouth to the ground. And how sweet is it now that you won? How sweet is it? You know what I mean?
Mate, it's great, but I think the wonderful thing about this, and honestly, one of my best mates in the UK is a Celtic fan. So just imagine that as a Rangers fan, we grew up together. Honestly, game day, he doesn't talk to me 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after, and it's been this way in all of our life, right? But it's one of them beautiful things. Do you know what I mean? Sport brings us together; it divides us. And
100%.
Honestly, I felt bad for you in the fourth quarter at some points, because I was thinking if I was a Collingwood fan, I'd be going fucking mental on fan cams. Do you know what I mean? I'd be going mental. Because I was a capitulation. But let's be honest, these type of games you don't analyse. I don't think you analyse stats in rivalry games, because it comes from the heart. And
100%.
Carlton had a lot to play for today. But honestly, mad respect to Collingwood. Honestly, biggest fan base in the world. You guys are like the Manchester United of the AFL. Everyone loves you or they hate you. So you've got to give that respect. And do you know what I mean? We're two big clubs, and I think we should bring this rivalry back. We should bring this rivalry back.
And that's what we're trying to do. Carlton and Collingwood, the actual clubs, can do so much more to build this up. They don't do enough. The AFL don't do enough. They don't do enough, you know. And look, today you had us playing, Essendon and North Melbourne playing, which are rivals as well. You could just have a fucking rivalry. Oh my god, I can't speak. Rivalry week. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I think the AFL should get behind. We talked about having a boxing match.
Let's fucking do it, man. I'm keen, brother.
Mate, I need a reason to get into shape. My wife wants me to have a six-pack. I think that, honestly, I'd take this serious because, I mean, at the end of the day, I fucking hate you guys. And make no mistake about that, but I respect you. And it's the same with Celtic. I fucking hate Celtic, but I respect what they've achieved because my happiness wouldn't come without Celtic. If I was beating Aberdeen and Hibernian, I wouldn't give a shit. And it's the 100%. Same. I don't want to win a flag unless I beat you guys.
And you know, and that's exactly right, Pom. That's exactly fucking right, you know. But yeah, man. Thanks Thanks for today. It was a good opportunity.
Mate, honestly, it was the most fun I've had with my clothes on, I've got to say.
Fucking hell, man.
And I've got to say a big shout out to two pies, right? First one, who's the fan cam that I like? He begins with an M. Mon, is it?
Oh, Manny.
Manny, tell you what, I love the passion, brother. Keep it up, right? And the second one is I fucking froth this guy, Ezrali, because the cunt has not found that you can take caps lock off, right? So
he loves
I'm going to help you out, brother. I'm going to help you out. 18 Addison Drive, Endeavour Hills. If you are still angry, give me a knock on the door, bruv. Give me a knock on the door. Like, honestly, we'll settle it. But remember, it is football. Don't send each other abuse because, do you know what I mean? Got to remember, Poms always win. Remember that.
Poms always fucking win. All right, brother. Enjoy your tea and Yorkshire puddings. We love you.
Love you, bro. Love you. Respect.
Yeah, mate. Bye. Tommy, you're next, man. You've been waiting a while. What's going on, brother?
How you doing, Swoop?
Hang on 1 second. Snowaholic. Fuck you, bro. Fuck me. Fuck you, man. Jesus fucking Christ. Some people, brother. Anyway.
Yeah, mate.
Go ahead, man. How you feeling, bro?
Oh, mate, I'm down, to be honest. That was tough to watch, mate.
Yeah.
It's just boring footy. It's been boring footy all year. Like, the only game where we showed a little bit was Melbourne. That's about it for the whole season.
Yeah. And we know why we showed it for Melbourne.
Yeah. And obviously Richmond last week or whatever, whenever that was. Mate, I'm just lost for words.
Yeah. It's that last quarter is just it kind of, in a sense, it just sums up our season. You know, no fight, no effort. That game kind of sums up our season. 3 quarters worth of effort or thereabouts, and then a capitulation. You know what I mean?
Yep, that's it, mate.
It's fucking it's gross.
If Ginnivan doesn't get a game next week, I don't know what's going on. Man.
Oh, 100%. The finals are. Oh, look, everyone's been saying it, and you can finally put a line through finals. Mathematically, miracle, Jesus Christ, fucking Noah parting the seas. You can just put a line through it now. Play the kids. Robert Harvey has a duty to the Collingwood Football Club to play the kids now. Graham Wright, and who else would kind of have a say? Graham, Decker, maybe, Lucuria and the board, in a sense, kind of say, okay, look, Rob, you're not getting the team next year. Play the kids. Chris May's not getting a contract. Josh Thomas isn't getting a contract. Blah, 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 blah isn't getting a contract. Play the kids now. That's it. We don't care if we lose every single game. We're going to get the number 1 draft pick anyway, so we don't give a fuck if we lose every single game. Let's just get – and look, if they come out and say – but if they come out and say, we're just going to be playing the kids now, we're going to be in a reset, I'd be so happy to lose every single game if we're seeing effort. You know what I mean? From the kids.
Yeah, that's it. That last quarter, there's just no desire from a lot of senior players.
Yeah, they just gave up. It just looked like they gave up.
Seriously, they got to look at themselves. Like, I'm not going to name names, but there's plenty of them out there.
100%, man. I fully agree with you, brother.
And I also want to say to the Carlton bloke that was on before, Pom, don't get too happy. He's a Carlton fan. Won't last long.
It's hopefully I love Pom, but hopefully I don't think they'll make fucking finals. And
no chance. No
fucking chance. Look, Tommy, thank you so much for coming on, brother. I really appreciate it.
All right, cheers, Swoop.
Thanks, man. Cheers. All right, guys. Stop the fucking Swoop abuse. Jesus fucking Christ, man. All I do is love you guys. I'm going to get on. The guy that you love, yeah? The guy that I love. One of the favorite. I can see him smiling already. He knows he's going to be on next. Manny, let's fucking go, brother.
Hey, brother. How are you, buddy?
Good, man. Oh, well, I'm not good, but I'm better now.
I'm not good either, bro. You know what? Fuck Carlton. Fuck Carlton.
100%.
You know what? They've had more young boys, right, than Michael Jackson, number 1 picks, right? They've had more wooden spoons than Nuna cooking pasta, right? They're celebrating like they won the premiership, right? They're celebrating like they won the premiership. They've done fuck all for 20 years, right? And they're all up and about. We had them all day, bro. We had them all day. Hold on, bro. Can't hear.
Tell me what happened,
Hey,
bro.
there? Yeah. Can't hear you, bro. Hold on.
Can you hear me now? I should be on
you
now.
There?
Yeah, can
you
you
there?
hear me?
Yeah, bro, I can hear.
Tell me what the fuck happened, bro.
Quite a worst game of the season.
Oh no, so sad.
Too many fucking turnovers, right? John Noble, too many turnovers.
Yep.
Just too many turnovers, bro. We had them. We had them cold, bro. They're lucky they bet us tonight. They're celebrating like they won the fucking premiership.
Yeah, I know, man.
You know what I mean? And all these cunts talking shit, they've done fuck all, bro, for 20 years. Don't worry about it. Next year, we're gonna be up there. They're gonna be shit again, bro. They're shit, these cunts.
100%, man. This is their. They're not going to make finals, so this is their grand final. Hey, Manny, in front of an empty fucking crowd, mate. In front of an empty crowd.
Yeah? Bro, if they're happy that they can beat Collingwood once a year after 7 matches, right? And they're happy with that shit. Good luck to them, because next year they're not playing finals either. They've been rebuilding for 7 years, bro, and they're shit. They're shit, bro. Fuck Carlton. Don't worry. Hey, we've been there. We've seen finals. You know what? They've never seen finals, bro. They're sitting there talking shit, these cunts. And don't worry about the olden days. They've won more wooden spoons than any other club in the 21st century, bro, these cunts. I'm telling you, look the stats up. Don't worry about it, bro. You know what? They beat us tonight. Big fucking deal, man. Wow, good on Carlton. They're sitting there on fan cams talking shit, these cunts. You know what? Hey, we're there, bro. Next year, we're laughing, buddy. Don't worry about it, bro. You know what? Didn't bother me.
Hey, 100%, brother. Next year, 2022, year of the Magpie.
It didn't even bother me, bro. You know why? It's because they're shit and we know it.
They're shit and Manny.
They were scared, bro. They were fucking scared all week, bro. You know what? At least we knew. At least we're not worried. You know why? We've seen finals, bro. We were in the grand final fucking 3 years ago. What have they done? They've done nothing, bro. The coach is sitting there shitting himself. You know what I mean? We're up and about. Don't worry about it, brother. You know what? Hey, we know we've got. Look at that young kid, Henry, 18-year-old kid today, right? He raped them, bro. Pulled their pants down, and he's played 3 games, bro.
100%, man. 100%.
You know what I mean? We've got heaps of kids, bro. They're fully rebuilt. They should have smashed us by 70 points today.
They should have.
They're fully fucking rebuilt. You know what? I reckon Chris Main's on the way out. He's fucking walking on stilts, that cunt, right? and side bottom looks a little bit slow.
Yeah, agreed.
But don't worry. Hey, we've got nothing to worry about. Let them enjoy themselves, right? What's the week like there now, bro? What's it like there during the week now when you lose to Carlton?
Fucking, I'll just fucking.
What's the week like? What's the week like up there? Because I'm from South Australia. What's the week like? Is it how far is Carlton from Collingwood?
No, well, it's fucking lockdown, mate. So we can't even go and egg there, egg Icon Park.
Yeah, but I'm saying in a normal week, right? What's it like there when Carlton or Collingwood beats each other?
We just go and fucking party. If we win, we go and party. If we lose, we just take it as it comes, mate.
Don't worry about it, bro. You know what? The umpires fucked us up today as well.
What can you do, Manny? Manny, again, thank you so much for coming on. We absolutely love you here on Swoop Luke, brother.
Don't worry, boy. The boys are coming down to South Australia next week playing Port Adelaide. Fuck Port.
Hey,
and fuck
we need to see you on TV. Make sure you're jumping and cheering for us, mate.
Yeah, I've got my daughter on Friday, so I can't go to the game. But fuck Port Adelaide. Fuck the Crows. And you know what? Hey, Carlton supporters, you should be ashamed of your fucking selves celebrating the win after a 7-year fucking rebuild. You got to be fucking kidding me. You know what I mean?
Oh God, Manny, we love you, man. Stay safe, and we'll chat. We'll chat on Friday.
See you, buddy. Take it easy, bro.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We're there next year. Fuck Carlton.
Done. Fuck Carlton.
Cheers.
See you, brother. See you, mate. Bye. Tim, what's going on, man? You've been waiting a while. What's up?
G'day, Luke. How's it going?
Yeah, good, brother. Talk to me, mate. Talk to me.
Wait a minute. Just to get formalities out of the way.
Yep.
Fuck
There we
Carlton.
go. Fuck Carlton. There we go. Bang!
Right.
I've had too much to drink. I can't do that anymore. But what's going on, man?
Well, that's my third drink of the day. I really should have more. So, obviously, it's shit. All right, it's obviously very shit. But there's one player that really annoyed me, and it's not your corner. It's not my check. It's annoying because Grundy had a great start to the game. I thought, oh, okay, he's on, he's dominating, he's doing very well. And how is it that Silvani gets into the ruck? Silvani, he's not a big guy, and somehow he is doing a better job than Grundy. How does that happen?
Man, I wish I could come on here and I wish I could give you an answer, but I just fucking can't. I just can't explain how we have, and it's not about how much he's on, because it's never about that, but how we have one of the best ruckmans in the game getting done in the last quarter where we should be stepping up by Silvani, who doesn't play in the ruck. He's just a supporting ruckman, is absolutely fucking nuts. You're right, man. It's nuts.
Yeah, like I just think, is he maybe carrying some sort of injury? I don't know. And then it's just annoying because I'm looking all over Collingwood social medias, and we keep seeing everyone saying, get rid of Grundy and put in Lynch. At the very start, I was just like, stuff you. Like, you guys don't know what you're talking about. Just calm down. Like, Grundy's the best ruckman in the competition. But after seeing that, I'm just thinking, Lynch has potential.
Yeah.
But it's so hard. Like, can you imagine if next week play against Port Adelaide and they say, we're going to drop Grundy? That's a huge statement.
It's a huge, and I think, like you said, could you imagine the furor from the papers if we drop a guy that's on whatever he's on, $1 million a season because he had a bad game and he plays in the VFL? Like, I'm all for dropping players if they're not playing well, but is that the type of, it's a double-edged sword. Is that the type of media scrutiny that we want? Or do we want to prove a point and say, fuck, you've got to play better? You know what I mean?
Well, I'm just saying, like, no matter what we do, we'll always be the front page of every single newspaper in Australia.
Agreed, man. Agreed.
We can find the cure for cancer, and someone will be like, oh, but Collingwood lost against Carlton. Is that what we should really be talking about?
Yeah, 100%, 110%, man. Look, I love Lynch. What I was saying a couple of weeks ago, what I would do is I'd give Darcy Cameron a chop out, not because he's playing bad, just because we need to see if Lynch and we need to see if Lynch can do it with Grundy in the team, because Darcy Cameron takes ruck as well, you know. So we know that Grundy can play forward. Let's chuck Grundy in the forward line and let's have Lynch dominate a little bit, you know.
But it's also a bit of a gamble because I would like for Lynch to play. I don't know whether to get rid of Grundy or Cameron, but I want Lynch to play because I don't think that he's going to be in our side next year.
No, I don't think
with the likes of Grundy, Cameron. Now we just signed Beg, and who's our new player that we just signed up?
Rue.
Yes, thank you. So him. We've just got all that. I want Lynch to play so he can build up his worth value.
Yep.
Because other clubs are looking at him.
Yeah.
And if we put him into the side, him getting a couple of decent games under his belt, he could be worth a little bit more, and we can get something out of him.
Yep, agreed, man. I think I think there was talk that Hawthorn are looking at him. Gold Coast could be looking at him potentially. Lynch could go
because the fact that Witts is injured, they probably need a second ruckman.
Yeah, 100%. And we need that second round pick. We've got Dacos to make up for, and we've got Dibs to make up for as well. So, I think that not so much a salary cap issue, but I still think that we're going to make decisions at the end of the year that are going to piss a lot of people off. But that's just football, man.
Gold Coast have been willing to give away their first round draft pick for an experienced player. If you were in charge of the list management, what would you do?
Sidebottom and Lynch, I'd package them up if they're willing to give us the first round for them.
I would definitely take that, which would suck because I love Sidebottom.
Oh, I love Sidey. I absolutely love Sidey.
But how many years do we have left? About 2, 3?
And we've got how many midfielders do we have that are up and coming? You know,
every draft pick, every draft season, they just say our very first pick is a quick midfielder. It's like, oh, great, because we're lacking in those.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like, come on, like I want a big forward. I want another Noble, a small defender, just something different.
Something insane would be nice, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting off season. Timmy, thank you so much for coming on, man. I really appreciate it.
No worries. All the best.
Thanks, I'll talk to you soon. See you, mate. Bye. All right, Nina, we're gonna get you on. 1 second. On.
Hi, Swoop.
Hey, how you going?
Hey, good, thanks. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good, thank you. What's going on?
That was a hard one, I have to say, to watch that one.
Yeah.
That last quarter was just shocking. But going on what Tim said, I think it would, like, maybe just to put Brody in, like, a different position just to let him kind of breathe, I suppose. Because it's really hard to watch him play at the moment. It's just awful. And we can't even get a center clearance from it. So it's kind of, I don't want to say it's no point leaving him there, but it's not working anymore.
Yeah.
And I also think, like, Brody Myercheck, I feel so bad for him because he's had to essentially carry our forward line for the last 2 years.
Yep.
So maybe just him getting a break of some sort, maybe putting, like, Ash Johnson in. I'm not really sure what forward dynamic we want to go with. But even just giving him a break, because he's played, like, he's played quite a few games.
I think he had that one concussion, but that was it. But other than that, other than that 1 week off, I'm pretty sure he's played every single game since he debuted against Fremantle.
Exactly. So it's just, I feel bad for him because he has to carry so much of the load, especially with, like, Mason Cox not doing too well. Darcy Cameron's a little bit still inconsistent, if you ask me.
Yep, I get that.
And other than that, like, Josh Thomas is super inconsistent for, like, if we're talking, like, forwards. Josh Thomas is inconsistent. Jordan De Goey is somewhat getting into a groove. Bo McCreary's gone. And Trent Bianco's still finding his feet. That's all the forwards I can think of at the moment.
Jamie Elliott as well.
Yeah, Jamie's great, other than him. But we didn't have Jamie for 4, 5, 6 weeks, I think.
Yeah, I think it was longer than that. But I know what you're saying. Like, Myercheck, and I think I said it in my preview, Myercheck doesn't usually get the best defender when Cox is playing. But now that Cox isn't playing,
he's getting the best defender.
Well, he will get the best defender, and that's not Myercheck's job, sort of thing. So if you do bring an Ash Johnson in, it does give you that tool, but you kind of can't play Johnson, Checkers, Cameron.
It would be a mess.
And Grundy. It would be too tall, and we know that we can't play like that. So you do have it's
someone
like
needs to go. Balance. I reckon someone in that forward line needs to take a break for the others to kind of figure out this spot, because we're still trying to figure out that perfect balance in the forward line, because, you know, we've been so disconnected between, like, the midfield and the forward line. It's just, we need to find some way, and I hope with the next coach coming in, we will find that eventual mix that does work.
Yeah, 100%. Look, you've you hit the nail on the head multiple times. It gets me. I don't know if it's the alcohol, but it gets me really emotional thinking that 3 years. We'll count 2018 as a good year because of the grand final. We still haven't found, like you said, a good forward structure with or without Cox in the team. We're still not gelling. And look, people will say, "Oh, but we kicked 7 goals last week," or "Oh, but this, oh, but this, oh, but this." But still, we're still trialing that. And it just hurts that we haven't gelled. And we're calling out for a key forward, but like we've been saying for years, Tony Lockett, fucking Fraser Garrick, Brendan Favola, Jonathan Brown, they couldn't kick 8 goals in this sort of team, with that.
Of course not.
In that whole game, they just couldn't do it.
I think even what Peter Moore said, it would be like a once in a lifetime thing if a player from our team kicked 5 goals. It's just insanity. Harry Mackay almost gets 2 or 3 goals a game. It's just insanity. I don't think we've had a proper forward mix since one that worked and gelled together since 2010, which is so concerning for our side. Yeah. Because we want to play finals. We want to win grand finals. Paula Curious said in your chat that we want to win 5 premierships. But how are we supposed to do that when we can't score? Because our team is just all over the place in that sense.
100%. And look what happens. Look what happens in 2010. It's Travis Cloak is the go-to, and we have those people around him waiting, crumbing. We had those crummers. We had a good forward mix. Now it's very much, I think it's just the way the game's changed in 11 years where sometimes we just haven't worked it out yet. And someone just said, Corey, forward line not the issue, just need some center clearances when it matters.
Agreed, 100%.
And there is merit to that. And if we had hit our forward targets going inside, of course, me and you right now would be having a different conversation, right? Yeah. We'd be having a very different conversation. But it's a lot to do as well with the game plan. And it's also to do with the forwards. We're not bringing it to ground. They're not manning up properly. They're zoning, whatever. But it is a very concerning issue. You're right on the money, Nina.
Yeah, and I definitely think our strategy in the sense of the last time I think we played a really good strategic game was Melbourne because we didn't bomb it in and just hope. And we thought about the defenders like Stephen May and them intercepting, and we didn't do that. But I can't think of another game where we actually thought about it. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. No, I exactly know what you're saying.
I think the last, I know it's a bit rough. I know it's a bit harsh to say, but I feel since what's the Fremantle coach's name?
Longmire? I think I'm getting confused. I think it's Longmire is Sydney and Longmuir is Justin.
They've essentially got the same name to me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but I think since he left, kind of the strategy. Because what I figured that he was the strategy behind how we worked in 2018. Yep. And I think since he left, and I think that's why the reason we've lost to Freo every time we've played them, because he knows how we play. And I think he was the reason we played like that.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Yeah.
And Matthew Boyd as well. Him going 100%. Says a lot.
Yeah.
And, fucking Buckley leaving, Harvey coaching, and we have to reshuffle around. And
but it's good. We might get. It's good in a way. I can kind of see a small positive in the fact that Carlton won today because there is a little bit less chance that Teague is going to leave, and they might not get Alistair Clarkson.
Yeah. You kind of want them to win as many games as they can without making finals, so they don't. So they don't pinch a good coach, and they're still shit next year.
Exactly.
Nina, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you soon. All right, see ya. I'm gonna get on. Look, there's a lot in the chat. We're gonna call it soon because I am absolutely wrecked, but I'm going to get Mustafa on. We always have some good chats, so it's his first time jumping on. All right, let's go. Mustafa.
How you going, Luke? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Oh, shit, my calf. Yeah, I can hear you fine, mate. What's going on?
Oh, good, mate. Good yourself?
Yeah, not too. Well, as best as I fucking can be, man.
Yeah, I'm actually catching the train, man. I've finished up work and I'm like, please get to my last station so I can talk to Luke. And I've got like 2 stations to go.
That's all good, man. What's going on? Tell me your thoughts, brother.
Yeah, mate. Look, I'm not underestimating Carlton. I've always believed, like, I know all you guys are saying, oh, they're shit. Oh, they're not good enough. They're not this. But let me tell you, they've got 2 other key players coming in, Charlie Curnow, and they had Patrick Cripps out. So I think next year they're going to be probably a top 6 team.
Okay.
Because they're really, really gelling together. And you saw that in the midfield, how they're all gelling together. And I think where like Carlton depends on really good key players to be in the top 8. And I feel that Collingwood is the same. We depend on key players to be in the top 8. If we don't have Darcy Moore in there, if we have Taylor Adams missing a lot of games, if we have Jordan De Goey not there, we're out. We're gone. Yeah. And I think that Collingwood and Carlton are exactly neck and neck at the moment.
Yeah, I kind of see what you're saying. Like the especially, there's not a lot of teams that can rely on outside of their best 3 or 4 players. But when you lose, and I'm not making excuses, but when you lose Darcy Moore, Jeremy Howe, your 2 best defenders, it does mess you up. You're 2, and they're not even just defenders; they are rebounding defenders. So you lose that run as well.
Absolutely.
So it does hurt,
Yeah, absolutely. And, and like people like Quaynor, people are always criticizing him saying, oh, he did too many turnovers. But you have to understand that he's trying to cover 2 jobs, both the talls and he's trying to do the bottom feeding work. So you can't just say, oh, okay, he's only, what is it? It's second year?
Yeah.
Is it second year?
I think so.
Second or third year? I can't remember. And and you can't expect him to, be a superstar. So I think that he's trying to do too much. And it's not because he's trying to do too much. It's because the game is expecting too much of him at the moment because he doesn't have a Darcy Moore to chop out that big aerial. And so I think it's like a domino effect. It's having an effect on the rest of the players. And it's really shameful to see that, and they are good players. Yeah, they are good players. But I think that once we get our structure right, and it all comes down to a key forward. Let me tell you this, Luke. How many key forwards do we have who are in the top 10 goal kickers? How many?
Well, we don't even have key forwards to fucking start with.
Yeah, and what wins your premierships, man? You go look at most of the forwards, the premiership contenders. We won a premiership with Travis Cloak. Yes, he wasn't the best kick, but he was still a good mark. He still marked the ball. Do you know what I mean? And you look at the other teams, Eagles, they've all got a tall forward, a strong forward. You look at Richmond, they've got that. You look at Geelong, they've got friggin' free now. Free. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And that's why they're going to be up there. So we get, like some people said, oh, look at Grundy, he's out of form, he's out of this. Yeah, I agree with some of the comments. Yeah, maybe move him forward, put someone else there because he's tired. He's tired because the ball gets turned over. We're not getting marks. He's getting tired to come back, redefend again. We need someone to mark the ball, hold that ball, and then go for a kick, But and win us some goals. And we can't expect, to me, a comment said drop Grundy or move him to the forward. Even if we move him to the forward too, I'll probably take back my statement. We're still going to be criticised. They're going to say, "Oh, you got $1 million ruck, and you're playing him forward now." You know what I mean? So maybe we need to get rid of him and bring in that forward. Maybe we can use that money to bring in a forward.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying, man. It's going to be it's a very very testy time. Mustafa, thank you so much for coming on, man. I appreciate you.
You too, mate. You too. Good to see you, man. See ya.
And fucking put your mask on, brother. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. All right, man. Have a good one. See ya.
Man.
Yeah, all right, hang on. All right, guys, look. I appreciate I couldn't get to everyone. We've been gone for nearly an hour and a half. I appreciate every single one of you. I love you all with all my heart. I'm so sorry. I am so fucking sorry that we lost today. Bad way to end the week. Bad way to, be in the middle of lockdown. But the beauty about football is there's always next week. Let this one hurt. Let this one sink in. Come back on Friday. Let's get who we verse them? West Coast? Port Adelaide? Whoever Port Adelaide. Let's get Port. Let's wear our fucking stripes with pride, in South Australia. Let this Carlton loss hurt. Let it hurt for today and come back tomorrow. It's a new week. It's a new opponent, We show them that the stripes are ours. Today hurts. Tomorrow's Port Adelaide. All right, swoopers, double shackers. I'll swoop you later. I love every single one of you. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. It's still early. Have a drink for me. If you're under 18, have a water for me. Have an orange juice. Again, peace and love.